Hi guys. So I wanted to speak on a little different topic for today. I don't really speak on relationships and things of that nature because I don't feel like I'm really experienced in relationships and things of that nature. Anyway, but I just noticed like throughout the media this whole week, a lot of people have been getting divorced, filing for divorce. Tia Mowry, she filed divorce from her husband Corey Hardwick, I believe his name is. I know his first name Corey. Like I said, I'm not good with last names and things, but yeah, she divorced her husband for 14 years. They've been married for 14 years. They filing for divorce. Miguel and his girlfriend, they filing for divorce too. They've been married. They've been together for 3 years. And Nia Long and her, basketball coach husband, she's been a victim of infidelity. Her husband been cheating on her with coworkers and things of that nature. It's just, yeah. At the end of the day, cheating is nothing new. Men been cheating since the beginning of time. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is, I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. It is a bad thing, but it's just, I feel like in this generation, we glorify cheating a lot. Let's look at Blueface and his girlfriend. He basically had another girl in his bed, and she commented on that. And now they back together, like nothing happened. Like he ain't getting no other girl to, be with him and do his little sexual deeds, and you just gonna take him back like that after he humiliates you and cheated on you in front of the whole world time and time again. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not even gonna speak about Blueface and his girl. That's a whole different situation because they different. But we talking about these old school people. We talking about, and when I mean old school, I mean respectfully, like people I grew up with. Of course, I grew up with Tia, sister. She's basically a big part of my childhood and things of that nature. And especially this marriage, I feel as though they've been married since I was a little girl. So to see them break up, I'm like, wow, like damn, But they you know what they say, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately, this is an example of one of it. Sadly, Miguel and his girl, they've been together for a minute, even though they've been married for only 3 years. I feel as though they've been together since I was like younger too. And Nia Long and her husband, I feel like they did years. They got years in with each other too. So it's just sad that all of these OG marriages, original marriages, is like just coming to an end. It's sad. And hopefully, I do hope they find a resolution, especially Tia and Corey, because they've been together for 14 years, and that's kind of like a rare, seldom thing to be in, like especially in this generation. In this generation, marriages don't even last for a year, let alone probably 72 days. Shouts to Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphrey. We ain't getting into that, but I say that to say, like, marriages don't last long in this generation. So for Corey and Tia to be married that long, especially in this day and age, that's a beautiful thing. So I do hope that they do come together, find a resolution, Even though I don't support any woman that should stay in a relationship, especially if her husband did her wrong, cheated on her with multiple women. It's one thing to cheat and, break your vows with another woman, just one woman or two, but multiple women, like on some Tristan Thomas stuff, like that's certain things you can't come back from. I don't know the details of why they getting the divorce, but most likely it's probably because of infidelity and cheating, I'm assuming. But I hope everything works well. I hope they find a resolution. They have a child together, so I hope they do figure out something I hope they figure out something for the sake of the child, So in 14 years, like at the end of the day, they might as well die with each other. They might as well, really till death do us apart at that point. Because 14 years is a long time. That's beautiful, At that point, if I'm married for 14 years, at this point, if I pass away, you just gonna have to be buried on top of me, babe. Because we not 14 years, we not going nowhere. But like I said, you don't know the I don't know the circumstances with them, with Tia and Corey. But I hope it's something reconcilable and that they can work out. So I wish them luck. Miguel and his girlfriend, I hope they find a common ground too, because they've been together for a while, and it's just sad to see them break up. They so perfect, they so perfect with each other. They so perfect, But yeah, they so perfect, Miguel's so short. And she's pretty. She's a pretty woman, they fit each other. They fit. Now, Nia Long and her husband, I can't pronounce his name, I'll be honest. They've been together, it seemed like, for a while. I don't know. I don't know if they, reconcile with this. He cheated on her with multiple women. He cheated on her with his coworker on the basketball, team that he coached for. And Nia Long is a beautiful woman. She played on Friday. She was like a little, she was eye candy back in the day. She still is. She's still beautiful. She's up there in age. She's aging gracefully. She's vintage. She's VV, as Charlemagne would say. But yeah, I hope to look that good. Look good as her when I get older. Take care of myself and things of that nature. But yeah, like, she's a beautiful girl. She took care of herself, and she still got cheated on. That just goes to show these men are horrible. Nobody's safe. It's just unfortunate, that Nia Long, is beautiful as she is, her husband still cheats on her. How greedy can you be? Like, that's another thing, too, I want to ask men. How greedy can you be? Like, I understand, like, biologically speaking, like, most men are wired to be with, like, probably more than one woman, but come on, like, when you have a woman beautiful as her, do you really need any other woman? Do you really want to be in another woman? Like, come on, that's horrible, So, but then again, we don't know Nia Long for real. I'm not putting blame on her, but we like to idolize people, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, she's a beautiful girl, but what is she lacking? Probably nothing. Men just gonna do what they want to do. You can be everything and more for a man, and they still do what they want to do. They'll still, go out and try to search for more because they're just greedy, Nia Long, I'm sure she was more than enough. And every woman is more than enough. But men, they want their cake and eat it too. They want you and her and her and then her and then her. Like, it's just horrible. Like, I wish men would just stick to one woman and be happy with that. But no, they want to test the waters. They want to explore. They want to have a wife. They want to have a side bitch. They want to have a side girl. They want to do this. They want to do that. They just want to do the most. So, I don't know if they're going to come back from that. Well, who knows? Who knows? She might have a forgiving heart for him. Who knows? But, yeah, it's just sad that a lot of men have beautiful women near them, and they still will go out their way and just mess up everything with a skeezer. It's just sad, but yeah, that's all I have to say. That's my take on divorce and relationships in this day and age. And of course, I'm going to speak more about this later in later videos, but I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not really into speaking about relationships and divorce and, things having to do with unionship and relationship in general. Like, I'm not into that, but I'll see. Like, this was just something that I noticed throughout the week. A lot of people getting divorced. This was just something to talk about. Not saying I'm, going to be speaking about relationships all the time, but it's going to happen here and there. But I'm going to speak on it. But that's all I have to say about this matter. I hope all parties, come to a resolution. I hope things do work out, and I do hope that if these women do decide to take their man back, I hope these men could, get therapy, get sex therapy, because For a man to have a wife at home, you still want more kitty cat from other people. Like, you need help. You got a sex addiction that needs to be worked on. That's how I genuinely feel. So that's all I have to say, though. That's my take on it. My take on relationships in general and how I feel about men that like to step out on a woman that they already have. But yeah, that was it for me. I'll speak to y'all later concerning something else, a different topic. But that's all I want to talk about on this behalf. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Talk to y'all later. Mwah. Good night. Love y'all. Bye-bye.